Hello YouTube, welcome back to another tutorial for beginners. And today we are covering oil. Or somewhat covering oil. I'll explain. First of all, if you enjoy my tutorial videos, give me a thumbs up and also subscribe, would help massively. So let's get into oil, shall we? So we have a normal power source as always, running to our oil extractor and our pipe running up and our power running up. So that's a basic input just here. So there's three things you're going to want oil for, and in general it's usually plastic, rubber and fuel. So what we've done here in this tutorial is we are running our oil up into two machines, and one of them is making plastic and the other is making rubber. And the input is simple, just oil. So now we are making plastic and rubber. We're storing these or doing whatever you would do with your plastic and rubber. The problem with that is you have a byproduct of heavy oil residue. So what we've done is we've stored these into here for now, and we're going to go over some of the things that you can use the heavy oil residue for, and the most common is fuel. So here we have 4 refineries set up for different ways of making fuel. So let's start with our first one. It's literally just heavy oil residue into fuel. Now there are different ways of doing this. This is not the most used way because it's requiring 60 heavy oil for only 40 fuel, but it is the easiest, simplest way. So if I show you that now, we just connect that one up. So our heavy oil residue makes its way in and we will start producing fuel. In turn, when the fuel comes out, you can run it straight into a fuel generator and that will generate power for you. So in a second that will actually start filling up and that generator will start running. The next option we have is with polymer resin. Same as before, except you're getting polymer resin for it, which later on you can use for other things, like fabric. Or you could use this if you want tickets early game and you just want to sink the polymer resin and get tickets. So as you can see now, that generator is running and we're producing power. So now let's connect this one up. So this does exactly the same job, except you're getting the polymer resin coming out, which we're then sinking for tickets in this case. And they're the two more simple ways of getting fuel. The next one, we've got fuel again, but there's a reason for that. It's because we have another one in front of it to turn it into turbo fuel. Now turbo fuel requires fuel and compacted coal. Now for now I've just put compacted coal inside these storage bins, so it's already going in, but normally obviously you'll have to make your own compacted coal. So that generator should be running now. No, that's a crude oil one. Ignore that. Yeah, that's crude oil straight into fuel and polymer resin, which skips out the plastic or rubber. It's like an alternate. If you don't want to make plastic rubber, you make polymer resin, which we could show. We could just connect that to that, but we'll just move on. So turbo fuel, we've got as normal heavy oil residue into fuel, and then the fuel into the next refinery with the compacted coal to make the turbo fuel. And last but not least, an alternate recipe for turbo fuel is just heavy oil and compacted coal without the fuel in between. So if we connect that up, as the heavy oil goes in, compacted core goes in, it makes turbo fuel. Now, for those who don't know, fuel and turbo fuel completely different. Turbo fuel's more efficient for power, but it's not so efficient making it because compacted core and everything else. So in a minute, when we get some turbo fuel coming down here, you can see this only takes 4.5 per minute to run, but regular fuel takes 12 per minute to run. So that's one of the reasons people go turbo fuel, is just to make more power. Now, there is so much I could cover on oil, so many different ways of using it. So if there is anything you would like to see, leave it in the comments or join the Discord and ask on the Discord. Subscribe and let me know what you want me to cover, and I will do a video covering that specific reason for using oil. But as basics go, that is it. So I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.